and a very warm welcome to India and the capital city of Delhi. Well, some sports fans here in India are today licking their psychological wounds of defeat after India was beaten by Australia in the Cricket World Cup. But here at the Siri Fort Sports Complex, the home players have been giving their sports fans something to celebrate. It is quarterfinals day today at the Yonex Sunrise India Open, event number 2 on the 12 tournament MetLife BWF World Superseries. A complete change to the Super Series calendar this year, giving the players a 2-month sabbatical right at the beginning of the year. And as you can see, this is the second event, and of course right at the end of the year, the Super Series finals. The top 8 players and pairs in each of the 5 disciplines will qualify for the Super Series finals, and the destination, as it was last year, is Dubai. And what a tournament it was in December last year. The players having so much fun throughout the event. And of course, the Super Series finals, not only very lucrative, but also huge ranking points as well. And the players have already been telling me how much they're enjoying the possibility of qualifying for the Super Series finals once again this year. Well, as I say, it is a quarterfinals day here today at the Yonex Sunrise India Open. And we're starting with mixed doubles, the defending champions and Olympic bronze medalists, and Christina Pedersen up against Hayakawa and Matsutomo. Then we've got women's singles, and the champion here 2 years ago, former world champion as well, Ratchanok Intanon. She's up against Yao Shui of China. And then we've got men's singles, and for a second time, home player Pranoy will contest a quarter-final at his home Super Series event. He's up against the World Championship bronze medalist Victor Axelsen of Denmark. Then we go back to women's singles again, and the Olympic bronze medalist and recent beaten finalist from the All England Championships, Saina Nehwal, up against Ramadini of Indonesia. And then men's doubles will finish off our programme this afternoon, and the 2011 winners, Hashimoto and Hirata from Japan, up against Chai Liao and Hong Wei, the number 3 seeds here. So great lineup for quarterfinals day, and we're just about ready for the first of our quarterfinal matches. But before we get the players onto court, let's just see the quarterfinal stage. And there you can see our match is from the top half of the draw. 2 Chinese pairs and 3 Indonesian pairs, and of course 2 Danish pairs as well. So that's the lineup from quarterfinal stage. So the first of our quarterfinals, and it's the number 1 seeds, Joachim Fischer-Nielsen and Christina Pedersen, up against the unseeded pair from Japan, Kenichi Hayakawa and Misaki Matsutomo. Let's go courtside and join our MC to get the players onto court.
Mixed doubles, Joachim Fischer-Nielsen and Christina Pedersen, Denmark, versus Kenichi Hayakawa and Misaki Matsutomo, Japan. Umpire, Mohammad Nazir Ismail, Bangladesh. Service judge, Simon Al, Hong Kong, China.
So the players making their way onto court. Well, this will actually be the 4th meeting between these 2 pairs today here in the quarter-final stage. And if you're a Japanese fan, you won't like the following statistic, because all 3 previous matches have been won by the Danes. And they've always won in 2 straight games as well.
Indonesia versus Chayut Triachar and Shinta Mulyasari, Singapore. Umpire, Pascal Candale, France. Service judge, Rishari Upadhyay, India.
So 28-year-old Christina Pedersen from Aalborg in North Jutland. Her partner is already 36, born in Copenhagen. Tall man, the left-hander, 6'2½". And they are the #1 seeds, #2 in the world ranking, enjoying their 17th week at their highest ever world ranking, which is #2. They are the defending champions, as I say, won last year, beating Go Sung Hyung and Kim Ha Na in a 3-game thriller in the final. Well, their win-loss record for the year translates into 3 tournaments played. They've reached 2 finals. They won the Malaysian Grand Prix Gold and reached the final of the German Grand Prix Gold as well. Lost in the semi-final stage of the recent All England Championships. Both of their matches so far here in Delhi won in 2 straight games. So Kenichi Hayakawa will turn 29 in 9 days' time. Perhaps better known as a men's doubles player. And his partner, M.Matsutomo, turned 23 last month. Now, as you can see, they're 28 in the world ranking, but they have been as high as 12. They spent 1 week as world #12s in June last year. Never previously beyond the last 16 here in India. This is their 4th appearance at this particular event, and seeing as this is only the 5th staging of the India Super Series, it means they've been very good supporters all the way through this Super Series status here in Delhi. Well, as far as their win-loss record is concerned this year, they lost in the 2nd round of the All England Championships, having in the very first round in Birmingham beaten the #8 seeds Widianto and Dili. And talking of that Indonesian pair, sadly they were the #3 seeds here in Delhi, but had to withdraw from the tournament before the tournament got underway. Well, this Japanese pair, much more problems for them in their way through to the quarter-final stage in the very first match against Wong and Chow from Malaysia. They had to save a match point in the 2nd game before coming through in 3 games, 21-17 in the decider in an hour and 3 minutes. Well, that just confirmed what I had told you earlier, that this is the 4th meeting between the 2 pairs. Last meeting was in the 1st round of the German Grand Prix Gold, and as you saw, 11-7 the Danes were leading before the Japanese pair had to retire.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Kenichi Hayakawa and M.Matsutomo, Japan. And on my left, Joachim Fischer-Nielsen and Christiana Pedersen, Denmark. M.Matsutomo to serve to Joachim Fischer-Nielsen. Love all. Play.
So this quarter-final getting underway. The defending champions, the far side of the court as we look down. There they are, the left and right hander. Good rally. Oh, what a backhand. Fabulous shots from Joachim Fischer. Saw the gap early. Just long.
Service over. 1-2.
Japanese pair aiming to reach just their second ever Super Series tournament semi-final that they managed to achieve last year in their home event in Tokyo.
3-1.
As you compare that record to this Danish combination, and they've been in 18 Super Series tournament finals, winning 11 of them. So vastly more successful as far as tournament titles and finals is concerned, the Danish pair. Ah, that's nicely done. Goodness me, Hayakawa almost lost his footing. It's another nice rally.
Service over. 4-2.
Oh, what a serve. Well, I've been singing her praises for many a year about her wonderful low serve, and she seems to have developed a wonderful flick serve as well, Christina Pedersen. Well, racket went, did it? That's why he made his way forward. And of course, Matsutomo also in the women's doubles, where she and her partner Ayaka Takahashi are the #1 seeds.
7-2. Fault. 8-2. Service over. 3-8.
Yeah, it's a delightful change of pace.
Service over. 9-3. fault called.
Service fault called.
Service over. 4-9. No. Fisher.
Yeah, well, the umpire just confirming what the service judge had called, and I know I've said this before, the service judge immediately making the call and giving the indication that it was struck above the waist.
Service over. 10-4.
Good aggressive play.
11-4 interval.
And a very, very good start to this quarter-final by the defending champions. Look how quick the left-handed Yorkham Fisher was into that mid-court area, taking the shuttle early.
Let. 11-4 play.
Oh, my word. Well, I'm looking straight down that line, and that was wide by a whisker. Oh, he's going to challenge. That will be a wasted challenge. Yeah, that's well outside the line. Well, challenge system in place here. 2 challenges allowed per match. But if you challenge and you're proved right, of course you keep that challenge. Well,
Challenge successful. Correction in. Service over. 12-5.
make your own minds up. Yeah, now there's a little argument over the score because they challenged, which means that the Japanese pair still only have 4 points. Well, they've left the score wrong. I suppose the Danes are so confident that they're so far in front that they don't want to argue the extra point that's been given to their opponents. Oh, that's nice.
Service over. 6-14.
Well, that's just a gifted point when you really should be trying to put pressure on your opponents. Get yourselves back into the game. Nice change of pace. Oh, that's been wide.
Service over. 7-17.
Oh, what a return of serve. Held that shot to the last possible moment. Towards the chest, couldn't get himself out of the way, couldn't give himself the freedom to play the shot. An ambitious shot to try. Finds the line. It's going wide. So first game point goes a begging. Overdone it from wide, and really on cruise control in that opening game, the #1 seeds and defending champions. So 21-10 scoreline of that opening game in 14 minutes of play. Well, no coach coaching them at the moment, and that is because I can see on the adjoining court is Mads Cullen and Camilla Barutejul. And I suspect the one Danish coach that's here, Jesper Larsen, He's probably decided that he feels the #1 seeds and defending champions are playing for a 4th time against their opponents and never having even dropped a game, let alone a match, that he feels pretty confident that they will win this one. Yeah, they do look relaxed, don't they? So the players are ready for the start of this second game. Yes, well played. M.Matsutomo standing her ground at the net. Yeah. Good reactions. I think he was awfully lucky he didn't get faulted for moving before the serve was struck. Yeah, nicely taken. Very good judgment. Makes it drop long. It's a much better start to this second game than they had in the first, the Japanese pair. At one stage in game number 1, they didn't really have the belief that they could win this match. Just hasn't got the speed in his legs that he once had, Jochen Fischer-Nielsen. Well, it's called goods, and there's going to be another challenge here. Looking at that, that's no wonder he's challenged. I thought that was definitely long. Found the space well. Yeah. Even Park Jubong, a great man himself, formerly from Korea but now coaching in Japan. Probably the greatest mixed doubles player I've ever seen. Oof, total miss hit there from Fischer. Guiding the shuttle in a downward direction. Always want to try and force your opponents to lift the shuttle in doubles, giving you the opportunity to attack. Committed to her forehand defence, Matsutomo, and Jochen Fischer seeing that, aiming across the body towards her left hip. Very, very good awareness. she's lethal at the net. One of the best players in world badminton from the front court area, which is why she's so effective in mixed doubles. So, 1 point time, 4-point deficit. Getting closer and closer. That's good judgment there from Hayakawa. The idea of trying to serve out wide rather than serving to the tee. And it just didn't give the shuttle enough height. Well wide. Well wide. So it's a little contagious, this serving into the net. So to the mid-game interval with a 2-point advantage. Japanese pair. It's really surprising to me the fact that obviously the man in picture, Park Ju-bol, not surprising that he's made such an impact in Japan. With, of course, Japan winning the Thomas Cup last year, reaching the final of the Uber Cup, the women's team competition, and doing so well internationally. But what's surprising is they're doing very well internationally in 4 of the 5 disciplines. The one discipline where they haven't been winning Super Series titles and have never won a Super Series title is the mixed doubles discipline. And considering Park Ju-bol was such a great exponent of the mixed doubles discipline, that's what I find surprising. Yeah, Fisher at full stretch. Disappointment from the second M.Matsutomo, because she knows it was the right shot to try and play. Yeah. Oh, look at that backhand. Technique of playing it, it was the vision to see that's where the gap was across court. But despite that delightful shot, unable to convert and win the rally. Oh my goodness, no! He hadn't realised that Christina Pedersen had stayed at the net. She was hiding, really. Well, it's called good, and there's a challenge here from the Japanese pair. Well, they seemed absolutely certain. My opinion and Hawkeye's opinion never seem to coincide, so their opinion is what counts. So a challenge lost by the Japanese pair as their opponents get back level. Oh, yeah, that was going to go wrong with the back line, but he couldn't get out of the way. Christina Pedersen apologises immediately. Seemed to mistime his jump there. Yeah, he's a little confused too. He almost seemed to be landing as he was hitting that instead of hitting when he was at the top of his jump. Oh, that is fabulous. Oh, that's a candidate for shot of the day. Look at her movement. She's gone back to the centre of the court, then back to the same place again. Totally deceived the Danes. Wonderful play from Matsutomo. Japanese pair, obviously in that rally, trying to cut Christina Pedersen out of proceedings, but it still didn't work for them.
Let me remind you again that using the flash of your cameras is not permitted. Please do not use the flash on your cameras. Thank you.
Yeah. I know it's easier said than done, but I really think that the Japanese pair, so getting involved in these little pushes, that's what the Danes are so good at. I think they've got to try and get perhaps York and Fisher deep into those back corners. As I was mentioning a little earlier, he's not just quite as quick as he once was.
14.
Look of despair from the coach. And there's that little bounce of celebration by the Danes.
Racing match, Pool 3, men's
17.
singles,
14.
Shuizong, China versus RFV Gursailat, India. By BWF World, Italy, sales judge Jason
8 of the last 10 points going to the Danes. A real shift in momentum. Well, they look to be in trouble in the early stages of this second game. Cruised through the first, of course. Yeah, that's where Matsutomo, instead of just lifting it, needs to do something with it. That's what I was talking about in the back corners. My goodness me, what a difference that makes to the rally.
15, 17.
Yeah. He's very good when he's stepping forward, but when he has to move from side to side at the back of the court, that's where he can be a little bit vulnerable now. Good rally.
Service over. 18, 15.
Well, just indicating that she wants the court mopped of the perspiration.
No. Just fix it over there by your legs. Fisher.
No. Japanese pair want their side of the court mopped as well.
Okay, thank you.
It's good length.
19,
Landing on the back line.
15.
Yeah, that's the sort of shot that I think that the Japanese could have used against the Danes a little more often.
Service over. 16, 19.
Yeah, like the way he closes down that mid-court area. Yeah, that was the one again. Yeah. In fact,
17,
move
19.
York and Fisher, whether it's side to side at the back or whether it's the little block forward like that.
Play.
Oh, was that a little bit of nerves? It was just going through my mind what an important rally that was. 17-19, a good low serve, and then the error on the return. And now there's just 1 point in it. Matsutomo's defence found wanting again. Just simply too committed. Yeah, she is forehand defence, anything that's aimed slightly across her body, and she really does struggle. So 2 match point opportunities for the defending champions. Oh dear, that's a shocking serve. Oh, that's called out. I'd challenge that. No challenge being asked for. And I can't believe that call, I have to say. So 21-10, 21-18 with the scoreline.
Match on by Joachim Fischer, Nielsen,
Let's have a little look at this.
Pedersen, 21-10,
Well,
21-18.
that was definitely worth a challenge. So a little pat on the back. Well done, partner. 39 minutes and we're through to the semi-final once again. So the number 1 seeds, Joachim Fischer Nielsen and Christina Pedersen. Safely through 2 straight games, 21-10, 21-18. So they take leave of centre stage. Oh, my word. Oh, that's been mad. Oh, look at that backhand. Oh dear, that's a shocking serve. Oh, that's called out. I'd challenge that. Well, quarterfinals day here at the Yonex Sunrise India Open, and the first of our quarterfinal matches complete, as you can see, with the defending champions safely through to tomorrow's semi-final. We've got women's singles up next with the former champion here and former world champion as well, Ratchanok Intanon. And then we've got Pranay. What a sensation he caused yesterday, putting out the number 1 seed, Jan Jorgensen. He's got another Dane today, Victor Axelsen. Then we turn our attention back to the women's singles and the world number 2, Sina Nehwal. Possibility she could become world number 1 next week. She'll be in action our 4th match. And then, of course, we will finish off quarterfinals day with a men's doubles. So the first of our mixed doubles as quarterfinals, you can see, has been completed. First of our 2 women's singles matches this afternoon coming up next, and then we'll have the men's singles with Pranoy, home player causing a sensation yesterday. And then Sainane well, she won this event back in 2010, but in 2010 it wasn't part of the Super Series. It was a Grand Prix Gold event then. First became a Super Series a year after that in 2011. Finish off, of course, this afternoon with men's doubles quarter-final.
Next match, Court 1, women's singles, Yao Shui, China versus Ratchanok Intanon, Thailand. Umpire, 5C India, service judge, Rodriguez Schroeder, Germany.
So the players making their way to centre court. There they are, followed by the court officials, the 9 judges and the umpire and service judge. Led out by the Chinese player Yao Shui, 24-year-old from China, against the 20-year-old Ratchanok Intanon. Of course, Ratchanok Intanon is a former champion here at the India Open. In fact, it was her first ever Super Series title. I say first and only Super Series title that she's won. And in fact, in becoming champion here 2 years ago, she became the youngest ever winner of a Super Series title. That record, of course, has been broken twice since then. And now the youngest ever winner is Akane Yamaguchi. So the number 3 seed from Thailand against the unseeded Yao Shui. 20 years of age, as I say. Currently number 8 in the world ranking. The number 3 seed has been as high as 2. Total of 16 weeks as world number 2. But you have to go back first to 2013. And 1 week in March, this